always, your girl Adeola. Barika de Salah to all my Muslim friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Here is a little song just to wish you happy Ramadan.
Happy Ramadan to all Muslims. All the Quran descends in this holy month.
So after last week's episode where I talked about Nigeria staying together, I talked about education in order, Nigeria and Biafra. Hey, fans! Of course, a lot of people appreciated last week's episode. Thank you so much, all the positive feedback that I got, but I also got some, So I found out from some of my northern brothers that I deserve 12 lashes of cane. Not all northerners feel like this, by the way, but some people reached out to me for talking about educating women and also for the way I was dressed in the last episode. What was I wearing? I thought I looked fly, not be so. What I don't understand is if you don't like the way I dress, why do you watch me? I'm just saying, I thought after seeing me, you would say Astragafrula and you would run and go and hide somewhere. I don't know, but for you to know what I talked about, obviously you stayed and you watched me and then you have problem with how I was dressed. I'm just saying, I don't know. There are so many things that I don't really understand, but hey, what do I know? Also, a lot of Biafrans reached out to me. They said they are not asking for war, that they just want to separate peacefully. I used South Sudan as an example. There was no war when South Sudan separated. They had a referendum, like some of you are saying. They went their way peacefully. And now they are killing each other. Sometimes people can separate peacefully, but there could still be war. For example, after you have Biafra, some people may also want to be president, just like I'm sure Mr. Nnamdi may want to be president. I didn't say he wants to, but he may want to. And also, not all Biafrans like the idea of some people bowing down to Nnamdi Kanu, which I personally don't think that Nnamdi Kanu has a problem with it, And to be fair, a lot of Biafrans that are saying that, oh, they don't want war, they just want to live peacefully. The leader of Biafra right now, Nnamdi Kanu, the man is not speaking with peace, okay? I don't know if you've seen some of his videos. He's definitely not coming with peace. In fact, the guy was disowning Igbos that are going to churches owned by Yoruba pastors.
If you are attending a Yoruba church, you should be ashamed of yourself. Anybody attending a Pentecostal church with a Yoruba pastor is an idiot, a complete fool, an imbecile. They are worse than Boko Haram. They are very, very foolish. If your pastor is Yoruba, you are not fit to be a human being.
Father, what about a lot of corrupt Igbo people? So Yorubas should not go to churches owned by Igbo pastors because of whatever some Igbo man did. I thought he would be talking about how they will make life better for people once there is Biafra, like their manifesto, like the plan. You get what I'm saying? Like this will be the plan. Once we have our own country, we'll build schools, we'll make it free or whatever. I thought he would focus more on how he would make life better for his own people. Anyway, there's no way I can please everybody, but I continue to bear my heart to everybody. But moving on, I'm sure you guys have been following the news about the billionaire kidnapper. Yeah! Kudos to the Nigerian police for arresting that 36-year-old man who became a billionaire by kidnapping people. I'm talking about Chukwudumeje George Unwa Madike, aka Evans. The guy became a billionaire by kidnapping people. Fat judgment day is coming, I'm telling you. A lot of people have died in the hands of kidnappers in Nigeria. A lot of lives have been destroyed. And he's making billions. He said he started in the year 2000. By the way, he said that was after he stabbed his fiancée because she didn't want to marry him at that time. He was 19 years old at that time. A teenager. And he stabbed the girl for not wanting to marry him. That has nothing to do with him kidnapping. But he said that after he escaped, that was when he started doing kidnappings. Apparently, when he kidnaps people, sometimes he would follow people from the airport, people that are coming from abroad, and kidnap them right at the entrance of their home, so that their family members can start looking for money to save them. There is this assumption that people that live abroad must have a lot of money. I don't know why people think so. There are some people that he kept for months, using them to milk money from their family members. And that's how he bought 130 million naira house in Lagos, another 70 million naira house in Lagos, and of course a very big house in Ghana where he kept his wife and children. Now this is one of his houses in Lagos. Can you guys see what's inside the house? Of course, he's enjoying a really nice jacuzzi and also uninterrupted electricity using these power generators. And he allegedly spent 40 million naira to furnish this house. Father!
We'll kidnap. The highest money we collected is from First Act, $1 million.
Money that somebody nobody worked for. You see what I'm saying? And then he has a $170,000 wristwatch, $170,000, and he uses 9 different cell phones. 3 of them cost $6,000. You know, this is somebody living in Nigeria, by the way, wearing a $170,000 wristwatch. You see, this is how you know people that did not work for their money. Apparently, after releasing some of his victims, he would call them and say, you know, I know where your daughter is going to school. If you don't give me more money, I will kidnap your daughter. Can you imagine? So he kept milking some of them for years before the police caught him. So can you guys believe what he told the police? He said, if you give me another chance, I'll become a Christian. I'll become a Christian. And I'm thinking, why didn't you become a Christian in the first place? Why do you have to wait until you got arrested? You know, God, you must be, God must be very patient. And then he also said that if they give him another chance, he will become an anti-kidnapping ambassador. If they release him, what does that mean? What does that mean? There's an anti-kidnapping ambassador. Get out of here. Meanwhile, his wife is asking for mercy. She said because they have 5 children and that she didn't know that he's a kidnapper. I mean, she also said that the money that he has ever given her is just 200,000 naira. So she didn't know he has that kind of money. My dear, put up that photo. Thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, look at that photo. Look at it very well. Not be inside his house. She did where she they take this photo. I mean, we know this. Not be inside the same house, furnished with 40 million naira. Not be inside the same house. She took this photo. My sister, the thunder that will fire you. You think Nigerians? You think we are mumu? Meanwhile, the woman is very talented. This wife, she's very, very talented. You know, somehow she was able to get all her children to cry and pose for a selfie at the same time. I mean, it takes special skill. It takes special skills to do that. Hey, just because we are Nigerians, you think that we are stupid? Anyway, so some Nigerians are calling it cryfee. You know, the selfie. Now this one is a cryfee. Hopefully, you guys will hear her cry. She's asking for mercy. He's asking for mercy. And can you believe that his father wants the police to hand him over to Prophet TB Joshua?
Let them take him to TB Joshua. He said that if you see any criminal, that you should bring that person so that when he gets his deliverance, he will know himself. Is something inside him that is messing up, not that person.
You cannot make this. You can't make this up. By the way, some Nigerians are advocating that the guy should be released though. I don't know. I don't understand them. Please let me know what you think about this case. Some Nigerians have started a movement that the guy should be released. People should have mercy on him.
No. That's it. You see, Nigeria, anything goes in Nigeria. What is Free Evans campaign? What does that mean?
That is harassed nonsense. Let me tell you, we are sensationalizing a lot of issues in this country.
I'm telling you, there's nothing you won't see in Nigeria. Of course, policemen were celebrating his arrest. They were dancing. The video is everywhere. But you know who else was dancing? Yes, the Senate President, aka Saraki of Ilorin. Father! I don't know where to start, but my people, the CCT has discharged all cases against Saraki. I'm telling you, 13 count charge of false asset declaration. Father! Father! You know? And as expected, some people were celebrating in Ilorin.
APC member of Kwara State and all peace-loving people of Kwara State, we are very, very happy.
Chai! La ilaha illallah. Let me talk to these people in their language. And lefa boni and yara lori motia lojuti. Mo lojuti o. But anuru boni and le ese ton mon loju. Elo gan ning be funyi. Elo ning be funyi gan. How much is Saraki giving you that you are selling the future of your children? Father, how do they sing that song in Ilorin? Simi de Ilorin oh simi de Ilorin oh Ilorin afonja simi de Ilorin oh. I wonder what Afonja would say today with what the people of Ilorin are doing. But you know, I'm not surprised by this ruling, you know, because before Saraki, there has been some other untouchables in Nigeria. You know, when Tinubu was taken to the CCTV, put up his photo. Alaji Boniele, you're welcome, Jerry. Bamileko, Jagaban. And let's don't mind calling it. When this man was taken to CCTV the other time, you know, some Nigerians, they have short memory syndrome. Let me refresh your memory. When this man was accused of false asset declaration, just like a Bukola Saraki, of course, everybody knows that Tinubu controls Lagos, all the properties. This is just what people are saying, by the way, not me. Did he not get away with it? So why won't Saraki get away? The federal government has appealed the Saraki's judgment, Abi. But honestly, I don't think anything will come out of it. Not be the same Nigeria we all day. Not today. Waiting we never see for Nigeria. For that, Judgment Day is coming for every one of you. Every one of you. You guys don't know anything. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Ghana, one man apparently has 12 wives, as in 1 dozen. And more than 100 children. He's 80 years old and he still wants more wives and more children. Father! Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Togui Kofi Asilenu. The man lives in Amakrom in the eastern region of Ghana. Of course, he said that his favorite Bible verse, the one that he lives day by day, is Genesis 1:28 that says, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." Anyway, so he's having all these children and it's not like he's like really rich or something. Mr. Kofi is a cassava farmer and somehow he pays for his children's education until the end of secondary school. So after secondary school, you are on your own. So clearly he can't really sponsor their education all the way to college, but he still wants more children and more wives. In his search for more wives, the man actually proposed to one of his own daughters. I was like, what? Something went wrong somewhere, okay? Obviously, he doesn't know all his children, but he wants more children. So he saw this lady, he said he was attracted to her, he asked that he would like to marry her, and then the lady was like, Baba, I'm your daughter. And then he said, oh, something was wrong with his eyes, that he was having eye problem. That's why he didn't realize it was his daughter. People were like, nah, lie, you don't know. You don't know all your children. Anyway, so, but before you judge the Ghanaian man, there's a Nigerian man that has 86 wives. 86, as in 86 wives. This was as of 2008. I don't know, maybe he has more by now. But he made news in 2008 because he was arrested for having 86 wives. The Muslims in his community were outraged. They said that he's not a true Muslim, that as a Muslim, he's supposed to only have 4 wives. So they said that they wanted him to divorce 82 of the 86 wives before they can see him as a real Muslim. So they arrested him.
To hell with anybody supporting Bello. Allahu Akbar!
Hundreds of people have gathered here in Bida town to condemn the actions of Bello marrying 86 wives. They say it's against the laws of Islam.
But of course, his wives defended him.
A man can have only one wife or 2 wives. He will get problem. Somebody should think twice that a man with 86 wives without using anything, it's God that brought us to him.
Not just that, so his children also defended him.
As you can see us, look at my younger ones. Do you look like a slave? My father is a real Muslim. You know the front and the back of Quran. So he can tell the whole world about the God and the prophet. So what are they saying, that he's not a real Muslim?
Anyway, as of that time, I think he has about 200 children. You know, I don't know how many children he has right now. But I'm telling you, this world is indeed an interesting place. The more you look, the more you see, and the less you know. But you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So not long ago in France, a man was beaten up on the streets by some citizens of Ivory Coast because they thought he was Laurent Gbagbo. Wow, can you imagine? I actually feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for the guy. See, this is why we shouldn't take laws into our hands, because there's no way an innocent person would not suffer when we take laws into our hands. That guy was not Laurent Gbagbo. But at the same time, this is why it's good to be good. Especially if you are a leader, if you are a politician, it's good to be good. Gbagbo was the dictator in Ivory Coast who refused to step down for Ouattara after the 2010 election. Remember, because it led to riots and at least 3,000 people were killed. He's presently being tried by ICC, the International Criminal Court, and is facing jail time. As a matter of fact, his wife has already started serving a 20-year jail time. And because of that anger, now when people see anyone that looks like him, this is what happens, and that's how much people hate him. However, it's so not fair to this man that was beaten up because he's paying for Gbagbo's sin just because he looks like him. Please, my people, don't take laws into your own hands, because the innocent will always suffer. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. My shout out today goes to a lady by the name Mujanatu Abubakar, originally from Katsina State, who is presently a student at the London School of Economics and Political Science. Please give it up for her. She's my hero because she's running a campaign right now to provide sanitary pads for women and young girls at the IDP camps in Borno and also in Adamawa. How cool is that? Please check out her website, dforddignity.org.uk. She has a team of people working with her, and they're also partnering with her fight. They are giving these women pads that are reusable for up to 3 years. 3 years. Each bag that they give to these women contains 6 washable reusable pads, 2 moisture barrier shields to hold pads in place, 1 pair of underwear, 1 bar of soap, 1 menstrual chart, 2 sealable plastic bags for washing pads where water is limited, and 1 drawstring bag where they put everything. I'm super excited about what she's doing. I don't know whether you guys understand, but this girl and her team, they are changing lives with what they are doing. I hope you guys can help her out. I'm so excited because while I'm working on getting food for the IDPs, she's working on getting pads to the IDPs. So please, if you can support what she's doing, donate for her and her team to get more pads. Please visit their website, dforddignity.org.uk. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So as you guys know, about 2 weeks now in London, a 24-story residential building, Grenfell Tower, caught fire, and authorities said that about 80 people died that night. They were trapped. So many people jumped to their death. Others were badly injured while they jumped, and also many parents threw their babies, hoping that someone would catch their babies. There were some babies that were caught by bystanders, by the way. The fire happened in the middle of the night, so a lot of people were sleeping, and apparently there was no fire alarm in such a big building. How is that possible? And also there was no water sprinkler. I was like, that's just a no-no. There were so many Africans among those who died that night, including people from Morocco, Somalia, Ethiopia, Gambia, and so many other countries. Of course, we cannot name everyone, but we know that at least 8 Ethiopians were missing and presumed dead because they are yet to find them, and they were in the house, including a mother and her son, another 5-year-old boy, another Ethiopian family with their 3 children. And we also know about this fast-rising Gambian artist, Khadija Saye, who was sharing an apartment with her mom. They both died that night, and we honestly cannot imagine what the family members of those who died are going through right now. Please accept our condolences. May their souls rest in peace. And I like to say, please, 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 and please, my people, when you move to an apartment, whatever happens, no matter how nice the price of the apartment is or whatever, please make sure that the fire alarm is working and that the sprinkler is working, because it could save lives. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Alright y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next week, I must see y'all later. Peace out!
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Start, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.